Good evening. Welcome. Namaste. Tonight we will be practicing a short guided new moon meditation. But before we move into our practice, it's very important when we take the time to cultivate these nourishing self care mindfulness techniques that we bring mindfulness and our approach to them as well. So often we are caught up in the day to day busyness and we simply move from one activity into the next without really choosing the energy, the mindset, and the feeling that you'd like to cultivate. So if you have not set up a space that's truly comfortable for you to completely relax and settle into the breath, pause the video now so that maybe you can lay out some comfortable pillows, propping blankets and bolsters underneath the hips, lifting up the body. This allows the knees to melt down to the earth and gives openness in the hips. And so we pick up signals from the body that then rise up as emotions that we interpret. And so we want to give ourselves the greatest opportunity to move towards the positive, towards creative thoughts. And we can do this by cultivating openness in our body as well. So as you come to a seated position, maybe you close the eyes, take a couple shoulder rolls, simply preparing yourself for the meditation. Maybe you turn the head to the right, still rolling the shoulders, turn the head to the left. Deep breaths. Yes. Exhale, let the hands be soft. So there's many different ways you can approach this meditation. If you would like, you can sit up propped by blankets, blocks, or pillows, maybe on the edge of a straight back chair with the feet flat against the earth. You also can approach this in a more restorative nature, laying down in a supine position, tucking a blanket or a pillow underneath the knees. This will allow the lower back to release, hands at the sides, so that you can really melt into the moment and let the body start the mind moving into a relaxed, more receptive state. So this new moon is the third in a series of super moons that began in September, super new moons. And so it symbolizes the cycle. In life, we have beginning and ending, we have the creation, and then the destruction, the space to begin again. And so these super moons are kind of signaling a quickening of cycles. You may be experiencing that you're kind of moving through old habits and patterns, but catching yourself quicker. And there is a positivity and a strength in that. Instead of beating yourself up for maybe falling back into an old pattern or a belief system that no longer serves you, instead cultivating a feeling of appreciation for the fact that you even were aware of this and the positivity of the opportunity to grow, and focusing on that feeling instead and how that feels in the body. So we'll all begin in a Sukhasana position, shift around, find a long spine, a slight drop of the chin down towards the chest, and close the eyes. If you're laying down, the head is long and gently nestled by the mat. And start to drop into the breath. Where is it moving? Where are there areas of restriction? Approach the breath and the body with curiosity. The first step to understanding ourselves and looking within is actually bringing our awareness back to ourselves. The mind has a habit of running away from us, caught up in the deluge of thoughts, feelings, emotion. And the breath is an anchor, drawing us into the present moment. And the present is the only time in which you truly can make a shift or change. The future isn't here, the past is over. So the breath invites us to let go of any stories we've created around ourselves and others, and step into the now, moving away from what was to what is to what will be. Start to deepen the breath a little bit more dynamically. Feel the lower lobes of the lungs expand and feel this extension reaching up through the crown of the head. Exhale like a wave, navel gently hugs back to the spine. Inhale softly but strongly with intention. Exhale, the shoulders gently melt softly down the back, broad. Inhaling. Exhaling. Slow down. When the thoughts begin to move off, simply smile, notice, bring appreciation for the fact you're aware, and come back to the breath. The new moon in Scorpio represents the inner shadow sides of us. Just as a new moon is when the sun is blocked from the Earth's view, life can also play this game with us. When you look up at the night sky, obscured by clouds, you can't see the stars shining behind. But if you unfocus your eyes for a bit, you may be able to see a gentle gleam peeking out behind. And this light has traveled hundreds of millions of light years to reach this spot at this moment where you are. You were never aware of this. Walking your path, worrying your worry, unaware that this tiny beam was hurtling its way across the universe just to light the way for you. This too represents all the innumerable things, opportunities, blessings, beautiful memories that are hurtling their way to you right now in this moment. The rise and fall of the ocean tide, the sun and the moon represent the difference, the contrast between the two dualities, the darkness and the light. What meditation allows us to understand is that there is no light without darkness, no darkness without light. So all is one. One giant cycle. And there's no need to label the good and the bad. Simply appreciate what has been for what it has created inside of you, for the strength it has gifted you. Come back to the breath. Allow there to be openness across the throat and heart, and softness in the face, the space between the brows unfurrowed and gentle, mirroring this gentle intention to understand yourself in a deeper way. Inhale, the belly expands. Exhale, release. Inhaling and exhaling like a wave. Yesterday, the celebration of Diwali from the Hindu tradition, celebrating the conquer of light over darkness, of good over evil, clarity over illusion, understanding you are making your own path to this clarity, to the state of openness when you've let go of all the limiting beliefs and stories you use to prevent yourself from having what you truly desire. Maybe you begin to imagine a light within you. And let this be intuitive. Whatever color, size, form, or way you'd like to imagine this, visualize what feels most natural to you. Understanding the light within you shines on others, allowing shadows to be dispelled even when you are unaware of your impact. With every inhale of your own body, imagine the light within you growing, becoming more expansive. Larger and larger. Can you visualize the light beaming out from every pore of your being? The light that resides within you that shines the path you are meant to walk. It gives you clarity. Moving in the direction of what brings you joy, what makes your heart sing with happiness, what feels easy and effortless. Slowly take the hands to the heart, pressing the thumbs against the center of the chest. And feel this connection. Imagining the hands, like both sides of you, the light and the shadow, merging as one. Choosing knowledge over ignorance, discernment over judgment, love and compassion towards oneself and towards others. And just like the cycle of the 3 super new moons that brought us transformation, change, growth, expansiveness, we'll end our meditation with 3 ohms, rolling ohms. Feel free to follow at your own pace. Let them melt into one after the other. First, opening up the throat, we'll inhale deeply. Let the belly be soft. Exhale with a sigh. Inhaling for your first ohm. Lower the hands to the knees. Sense in. What do you feel in this moment? In the body? Leaning into vibration. Namaste. May this next week bring you ease, health, and joy. Until we meet again, stay well, take care of yourself, and remember that even when you can't see it, there's always something good that's coming your way. Good night.